morning, students. So yesterday we have started one of the important chapter, that is light, and one of the important concept in the light, that is Newton's corpuscular theory. Now today we are going to study one more important concept, that is Huygens wave theory of light. So in last lecture, whatever may be the concept that we have studied Newton's corpuscular theory that support the particle nature of the light, and this is the theory which support the wave nature of light, and it was proposed by the scientist Christian Huygens. It was proposed by the scientist Christian Huygens in 1678. Newton's theory was explained by Sir Isaac Newton in 1675, and this is the another concept explained by Christian Huygens in 1678. And what are the important features of this theory? Look at this. This is the first feature. According to this theory, light travels in the form of wave. Light travels in the form of wave. Do you know wave? Do you know wave? Wave means an oscillatory disturbance traveling through the medium without change in its form is called as a wave. For example, sound is a wave. When I am talking here, what happens? Sound can travel from my body to your body. Remember, from this point to this point in the form of wave. So according to this theory, light is also one of the wave. Light travels in the form of wave. It is not a matter. It is a wave. Wave is nothing but the energy. Okay? अगर आपने देखा हो, कोई पत्थर उठा के अगर पानी में डालता है तो पानी के ऊपर क्या होता है? वेव्स तैयार होते हैं. वैसे लाइट क्या है? इट इज अ वन ऑफ द वेव. इट इज अ फॉर्म ऑफ एनर्जी. इट इज नॉट द मैटर. दिस इज द फर्स्ट कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ हाइजेंस थ्योरी. व्हाट इज द सेकंड? लाइट वेव्स आर emitted from the source of light. In last theory we have seen light consists of extremely small particle called as corpuscles, and corpuscles can emitted from the source of light. Here also light waves can emit from the source of light. Whatever may be the source, that may be bulb, that may be tube, that may be the sun or any other star. These light waves are emits from the source of light. Third one, we get the sensation of light when these light waves enters in our eyes. Whenever the light waves enter in our eyes, we get the sensation of light. Remember. Next one, these waves can propagate in all possible directions in a straight line with a constant velocity in a homogeneous medium. These light waves travels from one point to another point in the form of wave, and this wave travels in a straight line. Remember, okay, wave travels in straight line with the constant speed in a homogeneous medium. Is it clear? Look at this. Look at this figure. Light. This is the source of light, and these are the light waves. Okay, light propagate from one point to another point in terms of wave. That is the concept. Another one, different colors of light. Different colors of light are due to different wavelength of light waves. In last theory we have seen different colors are due to different sizes of corpuscles, different masses of corpuscles. But here, according to this theory, there are no such type of particles present in the light, but light is a wave. Then, why there are different colors? So, according to Christian Huygens, light waves are having different wavelength. So, first of all, you should know what is meant by wavelength. Let us see here. Look at this. This is the wave. This is the wave. Okay, look at this. So, here, if we take the distance between two consecutive points which are in the same state of vibration. This is the point, this is another point. Whatever may be the distance between them, it is called as a wavelength and denoted by this Greek letter called as a lambda. What is this letter? Lambda. Means what is meant by wavelength? Distance between two consecutive points which are in the same state of vibration. अगर हम एक point A पकड़ते हैं तो दूसरा A पकड़ो. इसके बीच में जो भी स्ट्रेट लाइन डिस्टेंस होगा उसे हम क्या कहेंगे? वेवलेंथ. सो अकॉर्डिंग टू हाइजेंस, लाइट वेव्स आर हैविंग डिफरेंट वेवलेंथ. देखो एक वेव है, अभी दूसरा वेव मैं आपको दिखाता हूं. लेट अस सी. ये दूसरा वेव है. ओके, अभी इसका वेवलेंथ कितना है? एक पॉइंट है, एक पॉइंट है. इसके बीच में जो भी डिस्टेंस है उसे हम कहते हैं वेवलेंथ. So इसका वेवलेंथ ज्यादा है as compared to this wave. So according to Huygens, light waves are having the different wavelength. That's the reason why there are different colors of light. Means according to wave theory, different colors are due to different wavelength. Another point. See here. Now, according to Huygens, light is a wave. But here, what is the wave? I have already defined the wave. It is an oscillatory disturbance traveling through the medium without change in its form is called as a wave. मैंने इसके पहले आपको कहा साउंड क्या है? साउंड इज वन ऑफ द वेव. आप मेरा आवाज इसलिए सुन रहे हैं कि आपके बीच में और मेरे बीच में क्या है? देयर इज अ मटेरियल मीडियम दैट इज ईयर. ओके, सो इमेजिन दैट इफ देयर इज नो ईयर in between the source of sound and receiver, you cannot hear my sound. Remember that. Why? Because sound wave required the material medium. So, Huygens को एक क्वेश्चन पूछा गया, अगर आप कहते हो लाइट वेव है, so बोलो how it travels in the vacuum also. Let us hear. लाइट अगर वेव है, तो सनलाइट अर्थ पे आता है, there is a large vacuum between the sun and the earth. Then how sunlight travels from the sun to the earth? How light can travel through the vacuum? Is it clear? वेव है तो मटेरियल लगेगा. तो ए पॉइंट एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए बहुत सारे अच्छे पॉइंट देने वाला हाइजेन भी थोड़ी सी गड़बड़ी कर बैठा और उन्होंने कहा who says that there is no medium in the vacuum? There is also the hypothetical medium present in the vacuum called as a luminiferous ether. ये पॉइंट के आंसर में हाइजेन फंस गया. और हाइजेन ने क्या कहा? कौन कहता है वैक्यूम में मीडियम नहीं होता? वैक्यूम में भी एक मीडियम होता है, हाइपोथेटिकल मीडियम होता है. उसे क्या कहते हैं? ल्यूमिनिफेरस ईथर. मींस एक्चुअली वैक्यूम में कोई मीडियम नहीं होता है. Huygens assumed there is a hypothetical medium called as a luminiferous ether, and that's why light can travel through the vacuum also. But remember, my friend, we know there is no medium in the vacuum, and this is the first drawback of the Huygens theory also. Means Huygens could not explain the propagation of light wave through the vacuum. He explained that in vacuum there is also one of the medium, one of the hypothetical medium called as a luminiferous medium. To explain propagation of light through the vacuum, Huygens assumed hypothetical medium called as a luminiferous ether. Is it clear? Now another point. This theory explained the reflection and refraction satisfactorily. Newton's theory could not explain the reflection and refraction satisfactorily, but this theory gives correct explanation of reflection and refraction. And another point, this theory concludes that velocity of light in a rarer medium is greater than velocity of light in a denser medium. Is it clear? So that is the correct assumptions. Newton's theory assumed that velocity of light in a denser medium is greater than velocity of light in a rarer medium. But Foucault disproved that statement. But this theory gives correct explanation regarding to the velocity of light. Is it clear? These are the important points of Huygens wave theory. But remember, my friend, as I have already explained, these are the earliest theory explained by different scientists. So there are some merits and demerits. So here we are going to study what are the merits of Huygens wave theory. Merits means no doubt as compared to the Newton's corpuscular theory. So see here one by one, what is the first merit of this theory? This theory explains phenomenon of simultaneous reflection refraction. In last lecture I have told Newton's theory could not explain simultaneous reflection and refraction. Because according to Newton, there is a reflection due to repulsion between corpuscles and reflecting surface. There is a refraction due to the attraction between refracting surface and corpuscles. But some surfaces causes the reflection and refraction simultaneously. How it is possible? So Newton could not explain. But this theory explained that simultaneous reflection and refraction phenomenon. Another point, according to this theory, velocity of light in a rarer medium is greater than velocity of light in a denser medium, which is 100% correct. That is also one of the merit of Huygens theory over the Newton's corpuscular theory. One more important point, the phenomenon like double refraction, interference, diffraction can be explained with the help of Huygens wave theory. Whatever may be the phenomena which could not explain by the Newton's corpuscular theory, some of the phenomena from that, okay, like double refraction, diffraction, interference can be explained by this theory. But again, this theory fails to explain the polarization of light. Okay, one more important point. This theory gives correct explanation of different colors of light. So what is the explanation? Different colors are due to different wavelength. So this is 100% correct explanation given by this theory. And one more important merit, this is the first theory which support the particle nature, wave nature of the light. लाइट को वेव कहने वाला पहला साइंटिस्ट अगर कोई है तो क्रिस्टियन हाइजन. दिस इज वन ऑफ द मेरिट, रिमेंबर. बट अगेन देयर आर सम ड्रॉबैक्स ऑफ द हाइजन्स वेव थ्योरी. सो व्हाट आर द ड्रॉबैक्स ऑफ हाइजन्स वेव थ्योरी? So see here one by one, it could not explain the rectilinear propagation of light. Whatever may be the concept which has been explained by Newton's corpuscular theory, that is rectilinear propagation. Light travels in a straight line. Why light travels in a straight line? Because Newton suggested that corpuscles always travels in a straight line. That is the concept of rectilinear propagation. But this theory could not explain that rectilinear propagation. See here, another drawback. In order to explain the propagation of light in a vacuum, Huygens assumed one hypothetical medium called as a luminiferous ether medium or simply ether medium. But such medium does not exist in practice. This is one of the important drawback of this theory. Third one, this theory could not explain the phenomenon of modern physics like photoelectric effect, Compton effect and polarization of light also. Remember, this theory can explain interference, can explain diffraction, can explain double refraction, but fails to explain photoelectric effect, Compton effect, okay, or polarization of light. Another one, Huygens theory could not explain whether the light wave is longitudinal wave or transverse wave. Remember, my dear students, there are two types of wave. There are two types of wave. Remember, there are two types of wave. One is a transverse wave and another is a longitudinal wave. Remember, so whether light is a transverse wave or longitudinal wave, this theory could not explain. Let us here, I am just explaining in short what is transverse wave and what is longitudinal wave. Remember, when any wave travels through the medium, then what happens? It sends the medium particle into vibration. It sends the medium particle into vibration. देखो, साउंड अगर वेव है, मैं जब बोलता हूं तो मेरे सामने का जो लेयर है, लेयर ऑफ द ईयर, इट गेट वाइब्रेट and through the vibration of that layer, sound travels from one point to another point. Okay, so what is the direction of vibration of medium particle and what is the direction of propagation of wave? Depending upon that, there are two types of wave: transverse wave and longitudinal wave. Transverse wave means, see here, I am giving the example. For example, there is a string and one end of the string is tied to the wall and another end is jerked. Then what happens? Waves are formed on the string. Okay, such waves are called as a transverse wave. Let us see here. Such waves are called as a transverse wave, like that. Waves formed on the string or waves formed on the water surface. These are also called as a transverse wave. Let us see here. ये wave A direction से आगे जा रही है. So what is this? This is the direction of propagation. और particle जो है ये direction में vibrate हो रहे हैं. Let us see here. ये direction में vibrate हो रहे हैं. So what is this? This is the direction of vibration. So the wave in which direction of vibration of medium particle is perpendicular to direction of propagation of wave is called as a transverse wave. And what is the example? String wave. Okay, or water wave. Now what is the longitudinal wave? Longitudinal means parallel. Transverse means perpendicular. So the wave in which these two directions, that is direction of vibration and direction of propagation, are parallel to each other, is called as a longitudinal wave. For example, sound is a longitudinal wave. See here, sound is a longitudinal wave. Whenever we are talking, what happens? There is a vibration of the layer of the ear. Okay, and some layers get compressed. After that, there is a relaxation in some layers. Again, after that, what happens? There is a compressed layer. See here. It means that this is the direction of propagation And here what is this? This is the direction of vibration. Here particles are vibrate like that. Okay, and the wave in which the direction of vibration of medium particle is parallel to direction of propagation of wave is called as a longitudinal wave. So what is sound? Sound is a longitudinal wave. So that Huygens theory could not explain whether the light is a longitudinal wave or a transverse wave, and that is one of the drawback of Huygens wave theory. Have you got it? Yesterday we have completed Newton's corpuscular theory, and in this lecture we have completed Huygens wave theory. अब इसके बाद हमें क्या कहना है, क्या देखना है? Maxwell's theory, or called as a electromagnetic theory, and then Einstein's theory, or we can say photons theory or quantum theory, and last is the dual theory. So remember, my dear students, these are the concepts developed by different scientists. Is it clear? So definitely there are some drawbacks, there are some merits, demerits also. Okay, so we are just studying it point wise as per the competitive examination. So read these two theories so that you can solve each and every question related to this theory. Any doubt? So we shall stop here. Thank you.